Alright, just putting in the links and all that jazz, and hey Kunjuk. Give me a moment. I can get some kind of tripod for my tablet. I might be able to use it as a camera of sorts for my VTuber, because phones and tablets are supposed to have better face tracking. And so, if I can get a a tripod or something to prop my tablet up properly, I can use it as a camera. I can also make freaking stop motions and stuff with it. Because, like, one problem I have with my iPad is that since it's an iPad, it's bulky and tricky to use as a camera, so I need, like, proper ways to prop it up. Back in the day, before I had a capture card, I actually used my iPad a lot of the times to record games, because I didn't have a capture card. I didn't know how to do that stuff. So I used my iPad as a way to record as a camera, and I would prop it up on some books or something. But then I got a camcorder, like a 2010, it was from 2010, but it was like one of those camcorders you could record stuff with. I would like to get a new camcorder. That would be fun to use. Though, I do like not only is the picture quality on an iPad, like, still better, but also, like, it has software for, like, editing things, and also for, if I want to do stop motions, I can just put them in the software. There's a stop motion app for that stuff. I just wish, I know phones, I could just use a phone, but I don't have a phone. I just have my iPad. And hopefully this week my freaking, streaming schedule can be back to normal, because my gosh, I've been having so much trouble with getting my streaming schedule consistent. I've had days where I just had to skip streaming because I either didn't feel good or my dinner came in late or some crap. And it's very annoying. Like, I want to stay on schedule, dang it. I want to be able to provide content, but everything's been, you know, preventing me from doing so. Okay, so we got here. So we have places to be. We still have plenty of things to do in the over here. Let's see, what other tasks do we need to do here? Beat the record and navigate the blue precursor rings and then the scout flies. Okay, so just a couple of things. No problem. I also still don't know why, I don't know if it's an OBS thing. Because, like, I'm noticing when I noticed the other day I was recording footage for something I needed to do, and OBS would still, like, buffer occasionally. And so, I'm wondering if it's an OBS issue that's causing, the buffering. It's like OBS is just too advanced, even though the computer I have is, like, not that... It's, like... It's still really good. Hope this week for stream is better for you. Same. I hope so, too. So, like... I'm wondering if the buffering and the footage and everything is an OBS issue. Like, OBS is just is in recent updates needed higher end specs to run, which is bizarre. Like, I have a Core i5 or Core i6, and OBS at minimum needs that. But for some reason, OBS has trouble running now because I get it, technology advances and all that crap, but like OBS is supposed to be able to run on a Core i5 and a Core i7. Why is it still buffering? Why is this still happening? What the frick is going on? I really need to figure out this issue because I want my gameplay and everything to be smooth. I don't want any more buffering because you can see right here, it's still stuttering and buffering, and it's really weird. Like, why is this happening? How do I fix this? I don't know. I deleted some stuff off my C drive, so, you know, the space is, not, you know, clustered as much. But OBS is still... So I'm thinking it's an OBS issue. OBS is just requiring more RAM or more specs or some crap. I don't know what it is. If anyone knows, let me know, because this is really bugging me. It's very annoying. Like, see right there? Everything's just... My computer should run just fine. I need to clear out your cache in your browser. I don't think the browser is the issue. I'm not clearing out my history because I like to save it. I don't think it's the browser. I think it's something else. Cause like, it hasn't been the browser before. It can't be the browser. It has to be something else. Hey, Sujingu. Has to be some other issue that's causing, this stuttering. Like, it's freaking making stream gameplay bad, and that's not good. Ah, frick. Ah, see what I mean? It's freaking me up. It's messing me up. I can't game properly when it's stuttering like a madman. It's stuttering and slow like a freaking Game & Watch. Like, it shouldn't be this stuttery. It hasn't been this stuttery before. It was stuttery a little in the past, but now it's more stuttery. What the frick is going on? I did notice when I booted up OBS tonight, it had an update, so maybe that will cause it, but I'm afraid that's gonna make things worse. Hey, Green Linux. I must say that the Steam Deck has a level of emulation capabilities that continue to surprise me to this day, but I am biased, of course. Well, that's good to hear. I do want to get a Steam Deck, because I will, like, the more bullcrap I keep hearing about the Nintendo Switch 2, the more reluctant I am to buy one, because there's just so many issues with this thing. Not only is the pricing the issues, but the systems keep getting bricked for no reason, and there's so many tech problems. Like, Nintendo, get your crap together. You need to fix this ASAP. This is unacceptable, especially from you. Like, fix your shtick. Fix it. This is unacceptable, especially from someone as high quality as you. I remember back in the day when Nintendo consoles were some of the most durable hardware on the market. You could drop your Wii down the stairs twice and it would still work. There's literally, in the Nintendo store in New York, there's literally a Game Boy that survived a... You people like my ranting. There's literally in the Nintendo store in New York, there's literally a Game Boy that survived a bomb. Like, it survived a bomb and it still works. A nuclear bomb. It survived a nuclear bomb and it still functions. Where's that Nintendo? What happened to the Nintendo that made consoles that could survive a nuclear bomb? You see what I mean? It's crazy. Also, I know you guys like my rambling. I've said I'm sorry about my rambling, and you guys were like, nah, we like your rambling, keep going. Okay. Dang it! Frickin'. Ow. Okay, let me catch up. Yeah, Switch 2 is, yeah, just get a Steam Deck. I actually told an uncle this weekend to get his kid a Steam Deck instead of a Switch 2. Nice. Especially if they start asking for a computer. Wait. Never mind. Yeah, it's not great. And of course, there are endless options to choose from, so Steam Deck is fun for that reason. If you know, you know. Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a Steam Deck. Heck, it'll make me play my Steam library more. Cause like, I'm not always on my computer. Though I do want to play my computer games more. I just need to I need to make my computer more optimized. I need to figure out how to make it more optimized. I do need to upgrade a little bit. I got 16 gigs of RAM. I think I can handle the RAM thing. I just need... I don't know what I need. I need to figure out, like, maybe a extra drive for storage? I don't know. Because, like, my D drive is fine. A lot of my files are on the D drive. Only, like, the only things that are on the C drive are the, some of the software. I deleted the games that I downloaded from Steam, off the C drive, so now I just have to reinstall them and they're on the, D drive. But other software, I'm like, I can't uninstall that because it has a lot of my stuff on it. Like, I don't know. I need to figure this out. Steam Deck has a desktop mode, which, in my opinion, is game-changing. It's like a very portable desktop. That's awesome. Honestly, wouldn't mind getting one down the road. Just need to get the funds for it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait on the Switch 2 until Nintendo gets their crap together. I'm not buying a Switch 2. I have a backlog of games. I'll be fine. The only, like, new game that I can think of that I want to buy that's coming out, or has come out, like, for example, I still need to get Astrobot. The only Nintendo thing that this is a Switch 1 game, is, I mean, there's Metroid Prime 4, that's coming to Switch 1. There's the, Tomodachi Life, the new Tomodachi Life. But those are the only ones that I can think of that I would get. And those are Switch 1. So I can just get my Switch 1 games. And of course, companies need to turn their funds back to normal. Like, $60 is the most you're gonna get. 70 on occasion, but for the most part, it's 60. 60 is the max. Don't be a greedy scumbag, because people aren't stupid. You gotta respect your customers, because without us, you're nothing. Same, I want to see if they'll do a price drop, but that depends. Yeah, like, drop the price, and also make sure your quality, like the console quality, is good. Like, why is this thing breaking? Literally, you think with the new Switch 2, you think they would get the Joy-Con drift fix, but not only do they still have the Joy-Con drift, they also have the system bricking and messing up in all sorts of ways. Like the screen has weird flickering issues or dead pixels or something. Like there's so many issues. It's freaking unacceptable. I'm glad I got Tears of the Kingdom for about 55 at the time I bought it. I can't remember what I got Tears of the Kingdom for. I still have yet to play Tears. But yeah, that's in my backlog of games to play. I'm just gonna focus on the backlog that I have. I'm gonna focus on that in the meantime. Because, yeah, I'm not liking, what Nintendo's doing. It's very disappointing. I'm as disappointed in Nintendo as, like, an Asian mom. That's how disappointed I am. And it's not just Nintendo I'm an Asian mom disappointment in. I'm also Asian mom disappointed in Lego for a bunch of things. Just, come on, fix your shtick. You should know better. You should do better. I'm not settling for this. Oh my gosh. This bullcrap freaking stuttering. It's stuttering like a seizure. What is going on? I know for sure it's bricking for people wanting to modify it and for people who use third-party cartridges. Yeah, it's dumb. They're getting in trouble down in Brazil for their dumb changes. Yeah, the Brazilian government has sued Nintendo, and good on you, Brazil. Good on you. Thank you for that. I hope your thing wins, and I hope it causes Nintendo to freaking get humble. Oh my gosh, everything's stuttering. Why? Why is everything stuttering? Please. What is going on? Task. What is running? Just this. Okay. Why is sound capture here? Get this out of my face. Get out of my face, please. Get out. I don't need this. I have the OBS. Why is this here? How do I get rid of it? My gosh. Have you already done research on potential reasons why the model is stuttering? It's not just the VTuber model. I think it's OBS. Because, like, the other day, I was just recording footage for something. Nothing else was running. It was just OBS and me getting footage for something off the internet. And it just would occasionally stutter. Or would occasionally skip. Like, audio would cut out for a sec. It would just cut out for a split second. And I have no freaking clue why. I think it's an OBS issue. I think I've heard someone mention that OBS has, like, an issue where it's struggling to run on older tech. Yeah, and right now it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, such as... I don't know what else to do. I am lost. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. It's really driving me bonkers. I don't understand. I don't freaking understand. I'm just gonna... I hate to do this because my VTuber is working. It's just, it's buffering like a madman. How do I get my computer to not stutter with this bullcrap? It shouldn't be running... Hold on, I'm gonna get my PNG tuber up because this is really annoying. Like, it says turn down video settings, but I don't know if that's gonna, like, dip the quality or not. I don't know what to do. Like, because, like, I don't think I'm not on crazy high settings. I'm just on normal, like, 720, 1080 kind of, nothing crazy, I'm pretty sure. I don't have, like, 4K settings on anything. My hardware is not that old. This computer is, like, 5 years old. That's not that old for a tech. I mean, sure, it kind of is, but not really. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's see if this does anything to fix this. Otherwise, I'm out of options. I don't know what else to do. It's really annoying. Okay, it's a little better, I think, but I'm not gonna jinx it. Slightly still stuttering, but not crazy stuttering, I think. Okay, no wait. Still kind of stuttery. It's tough to say, because it could be the hardware, software, Windows, etc. Exactly, that's what I hate about troubleshooting this stuff. I never know what the exact issue is. I know I have to, like, mess around with things and figure out what, you know, that's what troubleshooting is. That's what my dad always tells me. But, like, it really bugs me when I'm trying to solve a problem and there's, like, there's an infinite amount of options that could be the problem. Like, I need it to be narrowed down. I need to know what the actual issue is. I need to just... Like, I'm a problem solver. I'm pretty good with solving an issue, but unless it's... When it's something like this, I'm just like... It could be anything. What is the issue here? I just wish my computer ran smoothly like it's supposed to, because, like, my computer... When I first got my computer, it ran like a dream. It was very fast. Granted, the reason why it's not as fast now is probably because of storage. But, like, I deleted some of the storage issues. Like, what else do you want from me? Do you want me to just clear my C drive? I can't do that because I have files on... I don't know how to move everything. That's the thing. Why can't I just drag and drop and move things over to the D drive? Why do I have to uninstall and reinstall this crap? Why can't I just drag it to the freaking drive? What have you done so far to try and fix it? Let me think. I deleted some games that were installed on it. Like, some games that were on Steam and stuff, you know, things that I could easily reinstall onto the D drive because they're from Steam. They're in my Steam library. I can just reinstall them. Do you guys mind or have a problem with my rambling or no? I mean, usually people don't mind it. I know I'm ranting, but... I don't know, sometimes people need to rant. Dang it. Just trying to figure out why my computer is being a jerkwad. Just want to fix it. Just want to provide the best quality experience, but it's hard to when, you know... Like, I'm not obnoxious. I guess I'm just used to people ranting. Like, unless you're actually, like, ranting about something, I don't know, it depends on what you're ranting about or what your energy is, but I'm not too you know, I'm not one to, like, blow up when it comes to being angry about something. Like, even when I'm mad, I'm still, like, restrained. And I missed the freaking thing. Yep. Usually not unless it starts to get too loud. Yeah, like, I'm not a loud person. I'm not loud. I'm soft-spoken. Even when I'm, like, kind of yelling, I'm not that loud. I'm not one to, like, scream at the top of my lungs. I'm not a screamer. I'm not someone to do that. I rant like a normal person. I'm not really crazy. Or, not, I don't know what the word is. I don't know what the right word is. And some people think, like, people ranting or people getting angry at stuff is funny or amusing. I don't really see how that's funny. Because when I see someone angry and clearly upset of something, I just see them suffering. Because that's what I see anger as, suffering. Someone is suffering and going through some stuff. Sure, some people can handle it better than others, but, you know, you need ways to process. It's normal to be angry. It's just part of being human. Where's this next one? Hello? Where is it? Where was it? Where was the freaking ring? Weird. I want to figure out how to make... Okay, this is something I've seen some streamers have. Some people have, like, an in-between between a weird... It's an in-between of a VTuber and a PNG tuber. It's called a toon tuber. And basically it's just an animated version of their character. And, like, they'll have, like, different... It'll be, like, kind of expressive like a VTuber. But it will also have, like, it won't require a camera like a VTuber. It'll be a weird in-between of a VTuber and a PNG tuber, and I'd like to figure out how to do that. How to make that myself. From what I've heard, it requires software like, Flash or Adobe Animate or something, and I don't use Adobe stuff, so that's out of the picture. If I can figure out how to make a PNG or a toon tuber of myself that's, like, made with my kind of software I use to animate, that'd be nice. If I can figure out how to do that, and, like, what software I need to, like, run it and all that jazz, then that'd be cool. You can, like, hook up different emotions to, like, your stream deck, which I do have one. I need to set up more commands on it. Like this one animator I follow, Ringus McDingus, he's been streaming games. He sometimes streams games and also makes really good animations. He's been streaming the Sly Cooper games for the first time, like his first time playing the Sly games, and it's been fun to just watch through the VODs. And he has a toon tuber of himself, his own character. And it's really nice. I like the look of it. I like his art style. I hope when he's done with the Sly games, I hope he makes a cool animation or something of Sly Cooper. Because, like, sometimes in his streams he'll do an impression of Sly and Bentley, and it's really good. Especially his Bentley impression. It's, like, spot on. Like, He's really good at doing an impression of Bentley. And I love it. And I'd love to see him make, Sly Cooper animations. He mostly does, like, Nintendo animations and random game stuff. He did do one animation recently that's like a Transformers, and it's really good. Like, Transformers in his art style looks really spot on. I love the look of it. Definitely one of my favorite, animators on YouTube. I like his stuff. I literally just have a playlist of, like, cool animations I like. Just random animations made by random people on the internet. And because I'm an animation nerd. I love animation. That's why I'm making my own animations. I'm working on my own Bionicle animations for Bionicle Day, and I hope to get them done, because Bionicle Day is, like, I think it's the 10th of August, if I remember correctly, so, less than a month. I hope I can get it done. I've made some progress, but I need to make more. I just hope I can get it done. I've been kind of procrastinating. Because, I don't know. I need to stop procrastinating. I need to get it done. I want to get it done a little bit ahead of schedule, so I'm, like, not... Dang it, why is it always this way? I need to get it done a little bit ahead of schedule so I can, like, have it ready and everything. I have the thumbnails ready, but I need the actual animations. There's probably a different tutorial that could definitely help out. Yeah, I need to just look it up. Let me think. What's the name of the guy who made this tuber software? Was this guy named Ross? Was it Ross? I can't remember if it was Ross or someone else. I can't remember who it was. It was someone in the, animation sphere that made random... I forget the dude's name. I don't think it was Ross. It was someone else. What was his name? Can't remember. I know the dude, I just can't remember his name. Hate when that happens. You know someone, but you can't remember the name. I've noticed that sometimes, when it comes to people I know, either, voice actors or YouTubers or even not celebrities, well, sometimes celebrities, but mostly even with people I know IRL, I'll recognize their face first, but remembering their name would be a little tricky sometimes. Like, I can remember names, it's just sometimes I forget, because it's hard to keep track of people. It's just how it is. I also need to... I have an idea of when I want to stream for Bionicle Day. I'm thinking of just streaming, like, the... I think it's just called Bionicle the Game, and it's just, like, the... It's kind of based on the Mask of Light movie, but also kind of not. I think that'd be a fun game to stream for Bionicle Day. I can, like, find the GameCube version of it. Obviously, I don't have a way to stream, even though I have a Wii to play GameCube games, I don't have a way to capture. So I have to find alternatives, don't worry, I know what to do. Okay, I just need to find this next ring. Not that one. The next one. Or the one after this. The one after this. Not over here. It's over there. It's right here. And right here. There. Come on. Okay, come on. Okay, this is it. There we go. Finally. Ah. That took way too long. Okay. Now we just need to... Okay, we got the scout flies. We just need to do the record. It should be this way. Not this one. That leads out of the place. Not this. Where is it? Wait. Where's the... It's here somewhere. Ugh. Always like the ruins in Jak and Daxter, just the look of it all. I dig ruins that are like ancient technology or ancient, like, I like the look of it. It's super cool. Is this it? No. Where is it? It's here somewhere, I know it is. Am I missing something? Where am I? What am I missing here? Okay, I'm definitely missing something. Going in circles. Yeah, this is just back over here. I know it's here somewhere. I know it is. Not here. Oh, here it is. Why is that tucked away? Excuse me. Excuse me. Ah, frick. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, gotta try that again. It's over this way. That's the way out. No, it's here. There we go. Camera! Camera! Keys! Ah! Okay. Dang it. Dang it. Get on my face. Crud. Okay, we need to find a hill. That's where it is. It's near a hill. Near... hill. Okay. No, not here. This way... There we go. Why didn't I hit that thing and I should have hit that? These stupid pendulums or whatever they're... Not pendulums, what are these things? Pistons? Pistons. They're pistons. Stupid pistons. Ugh. Dang it. It's freaking eco. Ah! Is there a way to turn off Rumble? Rumble's kind of getting on my nerves. There we go. There. Less than 1 second. Yeah. So annoying. Okay. Go around here. Get this. Missed that one. Come on. Ugh.
We beat the record time.
There we go. Now we just have to talk to what's-his-face, and then we're done. At least for this area. We're done with this area. Now I just need to find a way out. Where's the way out? It's here somewhere. Here we go. And I can turn Rumble back on. You know, we talked with her. So now we just talk to this dude over here.
Oh, great moves, kid. I knew that time record would fall. Now here's your power cell, and I can go collect my big payoff.
I went checking for graphics cards. Yeah, no, it's rough right now. Even a low-end card meant for people to hold is $200.
Whoa, yeah! These orbs will help me win my way back out of this barrel. Here's the power cell, I promise.
I mean, I know it's the economy and everything, but what I feel like.
Wonderful. You brought me the precursor orbs. All right, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
Now we can go over there. Let's go over this way to the underwater city. Not Atlantis. It's a different one. We really can't roam in the water in this area because there's lurker sharks everywhere. Yeah, the Lost Precursor City. That's where we're going. Ugh, there we go. I remember encountering when I was playing this game with my friend. I was encountering a glitch down here. So we'll see if we encounter it again. This is definitely one of my favorite levels of this game, just because I love the look of it and feel. Music here is very soothing, mystifying. Ow. Ah. Hello? Stupid piece of crap. Oh, brick. Fine. Forgot to ask, but are you getting... Oh, are you going to 100% to get the ending? I'll try. I'll try to. I just need to get all the precursor orbs. Or not the precursor orbs. I need to get all the power cells. I mean, precursor orbs are also important. Did we didn't get all the precursor orbs for this area, did we? I don't know if we did. That's one thing. You can't check if you got all the precursor orbs of any area. You need to go there and it'll say like, oh, 100% or something. It's annoying. I think it's 2,000 orbs total. Okay. Yeah, it seems like you have to have a guide. You can make sure. Yeah. It's annoying. We got that area, right? I'm just gonna check. Okay, yeah, we got it. I especially love a, underwater, location that has more mystic, elements to it. Like, this is very, what's the word? It's mystic, but also ancient tech. I just like the vibe of, like, ancient tech, but it has a mystic element to it. That's why I really like that. In a way, series like Bionicle is kind of like that. Where it's, like, ancient tech, but it's, like, mystic in a way. Because, like, everything is biomechanical. That's... even though Bionicle means biological chronicle, it can also be biological, mechanical, or something, or a mix of those. Even though it's supposed to be biological chronicle. But... whatever. That was a satisfying whack in the face. Or smack, or punch. Technically, it was a punch. Yeah, we came out of that door. Man, it really hurts that, oh, frick! I didn't know we were down one heart. It really hurts that, it hurts that, we're not gonna get a Bionicle Mask of Power. Because, well... not only because it would have been amazing to get a proper because, like, the reason why Bionicle Masks of Power was being made, it was made by this dude who, he started working on it when he was 12 with his brother, and he and his brother were like, you know, we never really got a good Bionicle game, like a really good quality Bionicle game. There were some are good or decent, and but, like, this was, like, this game he was making with his team they built up, it was, like, it was, like, AAA quality. It was really good. And that's one of the reasons why it got shut down, is because it was too good. It was too good, and LEGO got scared, like, oh no, we can't have this happening. This is way too good. People will mistake it for an official product. And so they shut it down. And it sucks, because, like, LEGO, you're not using Bionicle. You haven't used Bionicle in, like, 10 years. Or something like that. Close to 10 years. And you have the audacity to shut... I know you own the IP, but here's the thing. If you don't utilize that IP, yeah, you have no right to shut the thing down when you're not even using it. And so... Ah!
That looks like it hurt. Should I call for backup?
I'm fine. Yeah, it's just, it hurts, because, like, me and a lot of other people were really looking forward to playing it. I was looking forward to playing it and streaming it, and it would have been so much fun. Like, one of the guys who was working on it, or in charge of the thing, Joe Cool? Yeah. Thankfully he and his team were able to upload, like, one last bit of gameplay of, like, what they made so far. And it looks so freaking good! Like, the quality is incredible, it looks so freaking fun. The combat system they built is incredible, like, it's, like, inspired by, I think, Horizon Zero Dawn and a bunch of other things, and it just... This was gonna be incredible. It baffles me that LEGO would shut something like this down. Like, they should have just pulled a Sega and was like, hey, we like what you're doing here, you wanna collaborate with us or something, and we can make this an official thing? Like, you can still work with what you can still make what you've made and everything, but now you're collaborating with us. Like, just pull a Sega. Pull a Sega. Don't be a Nintendo, just pull a Sega. Hey, Daxter Yoshi. That's the motto of any company. You want to create a good relationship with your customers and your fans? Pull a Sega and do what Nintendo don't. No! No! Not this again, please. Dear Lord, why? Why you gotta do that? Why do you gotta scare me like that? What the frick? Okay, now I have to freaking unplug and replug my capture card so it doesn't do that again. My gosh. I don't know why that happens. That's another thing. Why does my capture card occasionally, like, go out like that for a split moment? Why does it happen? I don't know. That's been happening recently, even though I can fix it easily by unplugging and replug. I don't know why it does that. The black screen... Yeah, the black screen curse is returned. Why does this happen? Like, I was able to fix it by just unplugging and replugging my capture card, but I don't know why it keeps doing this. I need to do research. I don't know why this happens. That's the case with a lot of my, software issues. Why does this happen? I don't know what's going on. Everything is supposed to be hooked up and well optimized. Everything's supposed to run smoothly, and then it doesn't, and I'm like, why? Why does this happen? It boggles my mind. I just want things to run smoothly. I feel like things have been, not running the way they're supposed to for a while now, and this is very concerning at this point. Like, oh man, why can't I just have things run smoothly? I just want my content and everything to be well optimized and good quality and all that jazz. Because I want the best for my viewers and everything, and it's just... I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm stuck. I mean, how old is your capture card? It's an Elgato HD 60S. I got it, I want to say... Was it 2019 or 2020? Somewhere around that line. Something like that. Like, I want to say 5, 6 years? Because, like, it wasn't my first capture card. My first capture card was, the Hobbage HD PVR Rocket. That was my first capture card. And that capture card was good, but it was more built for recording instead of streaming. Like, I was able to stream with it. It was good. But, I needed to get a proper capture card, or a better capture card, so I got Elgato, and, because it can do better quality and everything. Oh, why? Why is that why?
Step 1, stay alive. Step 2, think about not doing something like that again.
I know. And I'm back here again. Great. Ugh. Get out of my face. I said get out of my face, you freaking dork.
I was right behind you, Jack. Really, I was.
I mean, kind of. It could be the cables or the ports on the computer card giving out after so much use. I hope not. I mean, okay, my computer is... what? 5 years? Yeah, 5 years, because I got it for my 20th birthday in 2020. Though there's one part of the computer that, did, struggle to stop... it did stop working, and that was my, headphone jack. The headphone jack that's on the front of the computer, stopped working, and so I had to, use the headphone jack, on the back, because it has 2 headphone jacks. It has one on the front and one in the back. So I have my headphones plugged into the back one. I mean, 5 years seems like... I know planned obsolescence is a thing, but, like... I want my computer to last, dang it. This is a computer that... the good thing about this computer is it's easy to upgrade. Like, it's a custom-built computer, it's a custom-built gaming PC. It's made by CyberPower PC. It's like a custom-built, pre-custom-built computer company or whatever you call it. Real good. So, unless... I'll have to just upgrade, I think. I just need to upgrade, maybe. I need to know what I need to do. Ugh.
Stretcher. Yuck. Revenant.
Bruh. Hey, Star Fox. I mean, heck, Sonic Mania wouldn't have happened if Sega didn't work with Christian Whitehead and the other talented fans on the team. Exactly. Lego should have pulled a Sega. Lego? From what I've heard of, from, Team Unmasked, which was originally Team Kanohi, they would only work, they would only continue working on it if Lego let them, and also if, Lego, like, did a signed agreement. Like, they signed a paper and being like, okay, we will not, shut you down, we will let you finish your work. And they would also write an apology, though this is more, from Joe Cool's own, like, I don't know if it's an ego thing or what, or something, but he's just, maybe it's just him being salty, but he says, like, I want a apology letter from Lego or something. Because, like, they should apologize, because this is something that it was, like, his passion project for, like, since he was 12, which is a long freaking time. Like, for 10 years, though 8 years, close to 10 years. Like, Lego, you killed a 12-year-old boy's dreams. Are you happy? Are you happy for destroying a 12-year-old boy's dreams, even though he's not 12 anymore, but he was 12 when he created or came up with the concept and all that jazz? Yeah. My capture card, or my computer is 8 years old, lol. Yeah, so, like, my computer isn't as old as yours, and, yeah. How is your computer holding up, Captain Star Fox? Just, freaking dang it. Okay, I need to log in. I need to freaking... Dude! Get your face... Get out of here.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral. Like, how am I gonna get change back now?
As annoying as that sounds, with buying new parts, at least you'll get the chance to try newer, faster parts. Yeah, I mean, my computer is easily upgraded, so I'll just have to figure out what best to do. Like, I added more RAM. Originally, my computer had 8 gigs of RAM, so I added, like, more, like 8 more, so now it has 16 gigs of RAM. Ah! Piece of crap. Shut up, Dax. Shut up. My computer is doing pretty good so far. Looking to get a new one soon. Okay. That was pretty scummy of Lego to just crush that person's dreams like that. Yeah, like, you know what's... It's also kind of weird considering, like... Okay, there was this one dude who made, like, a... I think he made a remake of a Power Miners game or something. And Lego saw this and it was like, hey, we want to hire you. And so they hired him and, like, why couldn't you do that with Team Kanoe? Why? That sounds like... Do you just hate Bionicle now? I mean, I know you don't. There's people at LEGO who still love Bionicle and they keep referencing it in little Easter eggs and stuff, and I know there's people at LEGO who love Bionicle and still appreciate it and all that jazz, so I'm like, okay, I know that's not the case. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're planning a G3. If they are, it better be good. Like, I mentioned, like, how I would bring back Bionicle in my own video, but I'll mention a couple other things. Here's what I want LEGO to do. 1. Create a fully animated series, because Bionicle never got a TV series, it never got an animated series, it only got, like, a couple of movies, games, books and comics, and, like, some web series, nothing crazy. So I would make the main story, just to make it easily accessible for people, just have it all in a TV series. Do what Ninjago did, where the whole story, the main story, is in the cartoon. It's in the main animated series. Sure, there's, like, side things, like there's comics and stuff, and that some of that stuff is canon and some of that stuff is not canon. I need to get some of the Ninjago comics. I actually have one. It's like a Garmadon comic, I think. I need to read it. I need to find the books of Bionicle and read them. I need to just read more. I do have a habit of, like, sitting outside and reading. I just need to do that more. Sit outside and read when it's, like, nice weather. And when it's not, then just, I guess, sit inside and read. I don't know. Okay, go over there. So yeah, that's one option. Next, for the toys, for the sets, they could have, there's several options they could do. I mentioned model kits, like them collaborating with Blockies and making Bionicle model kits would be cool. Sure, it would be way different, because, you know, model kits... I mean, technically, Bionicles are kind of like model kits. It's just... It's LEGO's version of a model kit, because what a model kit is you're building a figurine. And that's kind of what Bionicle is. It's just not as detailed and intricate, and, it's just the pieces are already, like, taken apart and everything. They're just in a canister. At least with the Toa. They're in a canister, and, you're just, you know. Okay, that goes up there.
Quick! Follow that pipe!
Oh, frick. Dang it. Okay, need to try that again. Yeah, either create a new Bionicle series or let the fans do it as Legos wants Bionicle to die. Yeah, like Lego. Nah. Lego, you can't keep doing this. Like, isn't there a law where, like, if you're not utilizing your IP in some way, then you lose the license or something of it? Isn't there a law for that? I think there is. Lego, you really need to use Bionicle. You need to properly use it. No more Easter eggs. Well, Easter eggs are good, but, like, that's not enough. You need to, like, actually do something. Bionicle is too cool of a IP to just leave dormant. Like, the reason why Bionicle kind of lost sales in the later years is because it was more tricky for people to get into. And so if they just made it easier to get into, like, okay, don't dumb it down like G2. Like, okay, with G2, you had some comics, you had the web series released to YouTube, you had, the short Netflix series, which, that didn't have much. It was only 5 episodes. That could have just been a movie. Why didn't they just make it a movie? I hate it when a series is released to streaming and it's only, like, it's not even the full season. It's just a few episodes, like, make a full season, dang it. Just make a full season. Or make a movie. I don't know. It might be the newing of the copyright or the product. Yeah, but, like, just... Hey, Nick. Like, okay. They could just... I hope they, my idea is just bring back the, system they had before. The, what's it called? Not CCBS. So that's a nice system as well. There's, what's it called? Construction. Like, Construction was built off of, Technic. And Lego still has Technic. There's still plenty of Technic pieces, and there's still plenty of, like... I've noticed a few pieces from, Lego has SCCBS, which is like CCBS, but it's made for system. So, like, that's what a lot of Lego mechs are made with, and a lot of dragons and creatures and stuff, because, like, CCBS is a character, creature, building system, I think. How are you today? I'm alright. Just, kind of annoyed because I have, technical issues and, you know, I'm just rambling. What's new? I tend to ramble a lot. Okay, dang it. If I can just... I could have done the spin. Hold on, let me try that again. Shut up. Don't need to freaking do the Price is Right horn. Oh boy, this is, Ow, frick! I'm not gonna fight the freaking workers down here. They're just gonna get in my way. Excuse me? Jak, why do you have to... Why? Okay, we got that one. I can position these. Yeah, I can just... There. Excuse me, where did you go? Dude. Great. I hate that the freaking, thing goes away when I'm trying to use it, like... Why do you always go back? I'm using you. I need you. Come on. There we go. Camera, can you, not do this to me? So, okay, as I was saying about ways, okay. A lot of people say LEGO can't bring Bionicle back because the original molds are dead or gone, because they destroy their molds after, like, a couple of years if they're not being used. And I'm just like, fans are able to 3D print these same things. There's, like, the 3D files are available for, like, injection molding. Like, people have made injection molds, like, quality custom masks and parts and stuff, and honestly, I need to buy custom parts, because that's pretty much the only way to get proper parts. It's just there's tricky ways to get them. There's some on AliExpress, but I don't use AliExpress because I don't trust it. And there's other places, but like there's probably Etsy stores, I think. But man, but like that's what I'm saying. If fans are able to easily 3D print and make custom parts, LEGO, why don't you do the same? You just get the files, you know, get the 3D models and stuff, and just remake the molds and, you know, just remake them. I figured that they would keep the original since it was successful. Yeah, but LEGO doesn't tend to do that because, I don't know, they have this system in place where, like, if they don't use a, if a certain mold or part is not being used, then they just, get rid of it. Like, how do I... They just get rid of it and, destroy the mold because, I don't know, saving money or something. But, like, there's nothing that's destroying... Like, keeping the mold in, like, a vault. Why not keep the molds in a vault? Then you can use them again. They're just... They're molds, right? You can just take the molds and, like, put them... You know, put them in a vault. Just... You have a... Literally at LEGO headquarters, they have a vault that has one copy of every LEGO set, or almost every LEGO set ever made. And you know, only very few people are able to go into that vault. So, like, I don't understand why they can't just have a special vault that's like a storage vault, and it has all the molds that they've made for all their different parts. Like, well, keep the molds. Why do you need to get rid of them? You're Lego. You're the biggest toy company in the world. You have the money and resources to do this. Don't tell me you don't. Because, like, people, if they have all their different molds for all their different types of pieces, then the creativity of what people can do would be so much greater. Like, oh, so much greater. Okay, got all the pieces in this place. I think we just need to go over here. Oh, yes, a pool of dark eco. It could be just the way business is done in Denmark. Yeah, probably. Not sure. I don't know much about how business runs in Denmark, but yeah. I just feel like it isn't that far-fetched to just keep the molds. I'm looking forward to my job interview tomorrow at Domino's. Okay. Good for you. I hope you do well at your job interview. I hope you get the part and everything. And I hope working at Domino's is not, you know, stressful. Because from what I've heard, minimum wage workers, especially with service, like what do you call it? Not just the fast food industry, but service industry in general, like stores and stuff, like, heard it's not good, because, customers can be...
Hey, it looks like you could jump dive onto those guys.
Trying to. Ah, freaking gnat. Ugh. Get out of my face. Where is this thing? Ugh. Ugh. Okay. I think it's gone. Maybe. I hate gnats. I hate bugs. At least ones that are in my vicinity. Yeah. Whenever me and my family are, you know, going to get some food from someplace or, whatever, we always try to be pleasant to the workers. Like, just be pleasant in general. Just be pleasant to people. Yeah, but I can handle it. I'm working in fast food. Okay. You're used to it, I guess, yeah. I don't think I'm fit for working in a fast food place or things, because from what I've heard, working fast food or any kind of service job is not the best for people on the spectrum. Like, I feel like for my kind of job thing, I need flexibility. I tend to work better if I have the flexibility to, like, work at my own pace and do things at my own pace. That's what I've noticed with the way I operate things. Golden rule, you treat people the way you want to be treated. Exactly. Exactly. Literally, amen. Amen to that. Okay. Okay, this is the slide out of here, and then there's that. I don't know where that goes. Maybe that goes back here. Might go back here, yeah. There's another area back there, so I'm gonna go over there before we continue. I find it irritating that a series like Bionicle is mostly in the forms of books. Like pretty much most of the story is in books. And like, here's the thing. Growing up, I wasn't able to read very much because I was severely dyslexic. So a lot of the things I hyperfixated on were things of visual media, like movies, TV series, video games, that kind of stuff. That's the stuff I tend to hyperfixate on. I don't really hyperfixate on books series because, yeah, I don't, because I'm not used to books because of the way my brain is functioning. Ah, for the love of... Dude! Okay, hold on. Turn. Go here. Like, they could literally just take the story from the books and some of the games and movies and just adapt it for a series. Like, take that whole story that's been written and just adapt it for a TV series. Oh dear. Like, why not do that? Like, I know a lot of people would want it to be continued, but that's the thing. They could take the story, adapt it, and make it a whole animated series. And they could also, like, continue it afterwards, like, once the main story that's been established is done, like... Because at the end of it, it was like they were on Spheres Magna after it's been reforged or reassembled or whatever you call it. And, there was some, like, things where they were, like... Ow. Where they were, you know, getting used to life on Spheres Magna and everything, and so they could continue afterwards, and that just create new stories, new threats, etc. Like, there's a few ways they could do it. It's like an open door for new possibilities. They could do so much. If there was a way for me to, like, talk to LEGO and collaborate with them and be like, hey, I have ideas on how to bring back Bionicle. Would you let me guide you on how to bring back Bionicle and, like, just let me run this thing? Because I have ideas and I know what the fans want because I'm a part of the fandom and all that jazz. Like, just let fans run it. Let me hire a bunch of fans and we'll run the whole thing. Maybe I'm not dyslexic, but I'm very slow reader, so it frustrates me whenever I play a game and the text goes by too fast to where I can read the whole thing in time. Oh, dude, trust me, I've had that frustration many times. Like, it's why I'm glad about a series like Zelda, where the text just goes like at your own pace. Like, you just press a button and then it continues with the dialogue. That's always a good thing. I don't like games that have the dialogue where you don't have, where you just don't press a button and it just automates. Like, I get it for like a cutscene purpose, but like, there's even cutscenes that still have the dialogue, like, where you just press the button. Like, come on. Just let me press the button and that I can handle it. Can't remember if that door right there is... Let me see. Oh! Come on. No, no. Okay, I think that door leads somewhere else. Can't remember. I'm just gonna go down here. That happens a lot with my playthroughs. I'm trying to read something, but it disappears before I can finish. Oh yeah, I've had that happen a lot of times. Because, like, sometimes I'm a slow reader, or sometimes I misread things, because my dyslexic brain be like that. Though, from what I know, because, like, my whole experience with dyslexia is, like, annoying to deal with. Like, how do I... Okay, so... for the longest time, I wasn't diagnosed with dyslexia, but of course I always had it. I got diagnosed when I was, like, I think 10. And, like, I struggled a lot in school because of it. I was unable to, like, read and do the work I needed to do because of it. And, you know, my parents suspected something was... Yeah, my parents suspected something was going on, but they didn't know what. A lot of teachers just said, like, oh, she's just lazy. Like, no, I'm not lazy. I'm literally struggling here. My brain is wired differently, and I'm unable to, like, read. And, like... And, you know, it was tricky to figure out what was what, because I also had, like, autism and epilepsy. Okay, that's the way out. So let's not go there yet. Okay, that's another way out, or way down. I got diagnosed with autism when I was only 2 years old. I got diagnosed at 4, which is saying a lot, because usually women on the spectrum get diagnosed later in life, like when they're an adult or a teenager. But I got diagnosed at 4, thankfully. That way my mom was able to research it and give me the treatment I needed. Dang it! And also, at the same time, I was also diagnosed with epilepsy. And so my parents were just trying to figure out, like, okay, what part is the epilepsy and what part is the autism, and they were just, you know, trying to figure out my condition and research and everything. Because, like, there were some parts that were, like, confusing. But also there was a whole other thing that was undiagnosed at the time. It was the dyslexia. So, like, I was severely dyslexic as a child. I was not able to read much of anything. I could barely read or write or do... I was dyslexic in all the forms. Dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia. So, like, dyslexia is for, like, reading and spelling and stuff. Dysgraphia is just writing. And dyscalculia is math. So I was dyslexic in all of those forms and unable to learn properly because of it. It was such a struggle that my brain was like, okay, learning visually is not working for us. Let's just switch to learning audibly. So I learned to, like, listen and learn through listening, but also learn through a mixture of learn through a mixture of visual, audio, and action. So, like, that's how I learned stuff. I learned through a mixture of visual, audio, and action. And I also learned through I mostly learn, like, by myself. I'm self-taught in most things. Like, there's some things that I need a little bit of guidance on, but for the most part, I kind of just learn by doing. I just mess around and find out a lot of the times. Like, that's how I was able to learn a lot of the stuff I do, like, with my drawing and animation and editing and all that jazz. I just learned through messing around with the software, and I'm able to learn quickly. I'm a quick learner when it comes to software and stuff. Just mess around with this stuff, and I just mess around with it, and I'm able to learn. Obviously, there's some things where I'm like, okay, if I'm stumped on something, I look up a tutorial. And, but for the most part, I like learning on my own. And that's how I'm able to become good at problem solving. Apparently, from what I've researched, people with dyslexia are pretty good at problem solving because, you know, our brains are wired weirdly so that we struggle with learning the traditional way. So because of that, we have to, like, learn things. We need to think outside the box. We need to problem solve and learn in our own ways, and that's how we're able to become masters at problem solving. Like, there were some cases where, like, okay, I was one of the first kids to get the new, at the time new, form of dyslexia diagnosis or therapy or whatever you call it. I don't know what it was. But it was basically them diagnosing people with dyslexia through screens, like them able to, like, test, because, like, dyslexic kids and dyslexic people, like, we're able to read things better on a screen than we are on paper, because it's more clear and easy to read, and the font is not weird, and, you know, it's just easier to read. So I think that's why I was able to get better at reading through playing video games. especially like games with a lot of text like Zelda, because with games like Zelda, uh, you kind of need to read the dialogue in order to know what you need to do next and understand the story and everything. So games like Zelda really helped me with getting better at reading. Like, I was just playing Zelda one day, and my mom walks in and she's like, "Wait a minute, are you reading this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Read it right now." So I read a bit of it. I messed up a little, but for the most part I was able to read the dialogue, and she was impressed, like, "Oh wow." So we figured out that, okay, video games helps with getting better at reading. Dang it. Missed it. Anyway, that's my ramble on that. Well, epilepsy is suffering through strobing lights. Autism, I'm not sure I'm even the best person to describe. Yeah, autism is a whole can of worms, but also epilepsy is also complex because it's not just strobe lights and spazzing out. Like, epilepsy, it has different forms. Like, mine is a little weird because...
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Run! The dark eco is rising!
Yeah, I know. Let me do this real quick and then I'll explain. Ugh. I like this segment. Segment's nice and cool. Okay. Hurry! Frick! Okay, yeah, let me just... Yeah, I can believe that. There's a tons of games where you need to read to know what to do. Yeah. So, like, my epilepsy is weird because, when I have a seizure, my entire brain lights up. Like, every neuron in my brain is lit up. So because of that, I don't have the kind of epilepsy where I'm at risk of, like, dying or something, or having a stroke or whatever. Or, nah, I don't think a stroke is part of epilepsy, never mind. But, yeah, there's no risk of me, like, dying when I have a seizure. It's just, it's still not good, of course, but it's, you know. So, my history of seizures, like, at first, I had these, like, before I would have a seizure, when I was, like, very little. I don't remember, because I was too little, but apparently, from what my mom told me, I had these, like, visions of sorts. I don't know if they were visions or what they were. Some kind of weird visual thing where, I don't know if it was a weird wavy pattern, but I would say snakes whenever I was close to having a seizure, because I would see something that looked like snakes in my vision. It would be like a weird vision. I'd see snakes. And my parents, like, after a bit picked out, like, okay, that means seizure. And after a while, I didn't have that, and instead I got this weird feeling, this frightening feeling, like a sense of dread, before I had a seizure, and I would call them frights. And I would just immediately rush to my parents, like, I'm having a fright, and I would also, like, maybe gas, like, ugh, or something if I'm about to have I don't know. I would get that feeling. Over the years, I stopped having the feeling, and instead just subtle hints that, there was just subtle hints that I was gonna have a seizure, like, my face would get really pale, my pupils would dilate. Like, my mom, over the years, has picked up on all the signs, like, okay, probably having a seizure. Usually what triggers a seizure is, like, you know, stress, maybe some after adrenaline, because that's usually from a stressful situation. Lack of sleep, that can also cause it. And of course, flashing lights. Like, I think a year or so back, somewhat recently, I had family over, and my two younger cousins, they were wearing these, like, Christmas light things on their necks. It was like a weird necklace Christmas thing, I don't know. And they were like kind of stroby, kind of flashy, and that was probably triggering a seizure. And like the weird thing was, this is one of the seizures that I've had where I remember it vividly. Because usually when I have a seizure, I don't remember the events of the seizure. It's just wiped from my memory. But I remember, like, just leaning up against the counter for a bit because I kind of was slipping, and at first I thought I was tired, but then I, like, fell to the floor, and I guess I hit my head because I fell unconscious for a moment, and then I was near my aunt, so she helped me up, and my uncle took me to the couch, just sitting there, and he got me, like, a... Because they also suspected that I maybe had low blood sugar, so he got me, like, some juice, some, like, apple juice or something, just to get my blood sugar up, but no, it was probably a seizure because of the flashing lights that the girls were wearing. Yeah, that's one of the only seizures I remember. The other one, yeah, it is rough. The only other seizure I do remember having was back in, like, 2016. Long story short, I broke my arm, and as we were going home from the hospital, because I had it in a sling, not a cast yet, but in a sling, and as we were about to go home, it was, like, late at night, it was, like, 11 o'clock, so I didn't have my medicine yet, and because of that, I just had a seizure, and maybe it was also, like, a low processed kind of, like, adrenaline thing, maybe. I don't know. I just had a seizure. I was, like, leaning up against my mom. My mom just thought I was tired for at first, but the heavier I got, she's like, okay. So, realized I had a seizure. The nurses, my mom told the nurses, they put me on a stretcher or something, just laid me there for a moment. One of the doctors that was with us was like, what's going on? I thought you were leaving. And she's like, yeah, she's having a seizure. So she came up to me and was like, hey, are you okay? And I wasn't able to respond because I was, like, paralyzed. Like, when I had a seizure, from what I remember, I was paralyzed. It was my face, like, my eyes were closed. I was just paralyzed. I could not talk or move. I was conscious, but I was, like, paralyzed. So I was just unable to respond much. I mean, I kind of just faintly hummed, because that's all I could conjure up to do. And just wait a moment, and then the episode, the seizure stopped. Anyway, yeah. That's my whole history of epilepsy. Anyway, let's continue. Dude, get out of my face, okay. And I mean, my most recent seizure I had, I don't remember, because, yeah. But from what my mom told me, it was, like, sometime in the evening. I, like, was standing in the hallway, because, like, it was late in the evening. I was standing in the hallway. And my mom asked me, like, you okay? And I just stared at her, shook my head faintly, and, like, I guess walked back. Or she told me, like, go back to bed, and I did, or something. But and in the morning when she asked me what was up, I was like, I don't remember that. And she's like, huh. Okay, so maybe that was a seizure? But yeah, I don't remember it happening. I just don't remember it, so... And, like, I don't get sleepwalk. That doesn't happen with me at all. So, yeah, probably a seizure. That happened more recently. Like, it was several months, I think. Several months back. Yeah. And there was a time when it was like, 4 years, like I had a four-year streak where I didn't have a seizure. But then it got broken. I still have seizures, it's just rare. More rare now because I'm not in a stressful environment. I'm home and safe and at peace for the most part. See, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. Like, usually, stuff like maybe strobe lights or stress or lack of sleep, that's usually the cause, I think. And I know it's the cause because, like, I would get these occasionally at my hospital. I would get these, like, tests. We would do this seizure test where I would have to stay up until like 5 in the morning, and sometimes I can like not eat. Some nights they have me like not eat, and others they're like, okay, you can eat. And basically they're just trying to make it so that it's more easy for me to have a seizure. So yeah. I just started playing a big fun game and I noticed it had the flashing lights option, but I chose not to activate it in case someone with epilepsy decided to watch my gameplay. Yeah, it is best to not have strobe lights. Like, I noticed a lot of PlayStation games, especially PS3 games, they have like a screen that pops up before you play, where it's something like, if you have a history of epilepsy or seizures, consult a doctor before playing, or something like that. Like, I mean, this happens with every PlayStation game, but I'm fine, I can handle it. It is good that it's there, though. Better safe than sorry. Exactly. So, yeah, with the test, they would make it so that I stay up late until 5 in the morning, and I would... There's some cases where they let me eat, and others where they don't. And the hard part isn't staying up late. The hard part is staying up while you're while we're going to the hospital, because, you know, in the car... the vibrations of the car make it hard for me to not fall asleep, because that's why, like, a lot of times when you have a tired infant or something, if you want your infant to fall asleep, you'll just drive them in the car, because the car is, like, soothing. It's the vibrations of the car. So that's the hard part. Staying up in the car. That's the hard part. But yeah, they would just get me in this room, this dim room, and they would have these 3 screens. They would wrap my head in this... Well, first they would put this gunk on my head, and they would wrap my head in this, like, bandage stuff. But first they would have to attach these wires to my head so they can, like, scan my brain while I'm... What they're trying to do is they're trying to see, like, what parts of my brain light up when I have a seizure. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to figure out how my brain interacts when I'm having a seizure. So they would attach these wires to my head and wrap my head up like a mummy. Except for my face, of course, but everything else is wrapped up like a mummy. And they would just have these screens, and they'd be like, okay, look at the screen on the left, and they would have it flash for a bit. For a couple of minutes, or not a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds. Then they would tell it, then they're like, okay, look at the screen on the left, have it flash. Look at the screen in the middle, have it flash. And after a bit, they would be like, okay, now you can sleep. And so I would just fall asleep. And they would just scan my brain while I'm asleep or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much the seizure test. That's pretty much it. And that's everything in terms of seizures. Okay. I could, like, straight up talk about my experience with seizures in a video and make it being educational, like, educate people on, like, how seizures are. Because I feel like there's not many videos of people talk about, like, how seizures and epilepsy works. Or, I mean, I know there's research on it, but, like, feel like there's misconceptions on what a seizure is to some people. It'd just be more educational for people. Because I've seen people, like, you know, I've seen people in, like, the animation sphere, like, making a video talking about their history growing up with, maybe autism or ADHD or something. And while I would explain my experience with autism and my dyslexia, but I would also explain, like, epilepsy, because that's something else I grew up with. I think that would be good, yeah. It's unfortunate that a lot of games don't have an option to turn off flashing lights. Yeah, like, epilepsy can be dangerous, like, especially, like, I'm lucky that my epilepsy is not the dangerous kind. It's just, it's the kind that, you know, because my entire brain lights up, it doesn't make my heart stop or something. There's no risk of my heart stopping and me possibly dying. It's just, it's not good. It's still stressful and everything, but it's not lethal. Unless I'm in a physical situation where it's... Like, if I'm in a physical, dangerous situation, then... Yeah, obviously it's not good. Like, that's why I can't drive. Because of my seizures. That's why I haven't learned how to drive. Because of my seizures. Because, you know, what if I have a seizure in the car? Then I'm pretty much dead. I crash and die. Okay, yeah, we've been here for a long time, but once I get out of this freaking... We're almost done. We just have one more power cell, and that's the one at the end. We just need to... Ow. Just need to get to the end. We're close, we're close. The checkpoints here are brutal, to be honest. Ow. Ooh, perfect. Ah! Okay, we got all the, yeah, orbs. Need to do this real quick. Please don't die. I don't want to go back. Oh! Brick. Oh, you can't drive, neither can I. Yeah, like, I never learned how to drive. I never got a license, never got a car because of my epilepsy. I'd like to have my own car, but, I like to be able to drive around on my own, but, can't because... Yeah. Probably good that I can't drive because of gas prices and all that jazz that's happening right now. If I could drive, I would get a Mini Cooper, but not a new one. I would get like one of the older models, like a 2016 one. Just get a used one. Because new cars kind of suck now. There's some that are good. My sister has a newer car that's from a couple of years back, and it's a good car. But there's also some that are struggling, especially smart cars. Looking at you, Tesla. Ugh, okay. Okay, what are we missing? We're missing one more. Where's the last one? What am I missing? Maybe it's, at the top. I think it's at the top. Yeah, down here. The closest thing I ever had to driving was, this one time when, me and my family were at the beach. We went to this go-kart place, and I drove a go-kart for, like, a bit. And I did well for the most part, except for, at the end I kind of crashed into the... Not... what's it called? The, separator thing. Not a separator, it's, I forget what it's called, but it's like the divide or the thing for the track so you don't go off the track. What is that called? I ran into that, but I was fine. I was with my dad. We didn't get hurt. We were fine. Gas prices aren't the only issue with driving. It's so complicated that one wrong move can be catastrophic. Yeah. Driving doesn't need to be this complicated, especially, like, I've seen videos talking about a bunch of issues with the way driving is now, and cars in general. Like, cars have gotten bigger and they're more dangerous, and for the people inside they're not too dangerous, but for the people around they're more dangerous. Like, we don't need to make our cars this big, we don't need to make them too complex. Like, man. We have a lot of issues with cars. We need to just utilize our other transportation systems. Like, sure, I get why we need cars, especially here in the US, but it's just... man.
Wow! You raised a piece of the underwater ruins to the surface! It seems you can use eco in ways we've never seen before. A power cell surfaced with the room. Climb up there and get it.
Nice. There we go. We got the city, we got the Oracle, and we got the Scout Flies. Where's the last bit of Scout Flies? I would love it if more money went into public transportation. Yeah, like, why can't we have the type of public transportation that places like Japan have? We have trains, we have train tracks and everything. Why don't we use them more? Why don't we have, like, proper public transportation? Like, I've been on some public transportation, like, I've been on a dining train, I've been on a... what's that called? It's not a train, it's not a bus, it's a weird in-between. What's it called again? It was... I forget what it's called, but it's on a track. Like a train, but it's small like a bus. What's that called again? Welcome, Brat. Oh yeah, hey, Grinalix, yeah. Animac just did some things in a local get-together. Nice, nice. That's why there's a law saying don't drink and drive, or don't text and drive. Yeah, like... exactly. Like, cars have become less, what's it called? They become less, I forget the word. Not mechanical, but it's, this is also a thing with a lot of, technology in general. Things are more digital and less, what's the word? Forget the word. Ah, nope, 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 nope. Goodbye. What's over here? Oh, the swamp. Okay, we'll do the swamp next time. Because, yeah. Let's, maybe we can bring a thing to the Oracle. Physical? No, not physical. It's,
Hey, barrels could come back in style.
Dang it, why am I blanking on this word? It's like a thing a lot of older technology is, and a lot of cars and stuff, like older stuff. It's,
Here is another power cell for your quest.
could go back and do that. Yeah, might as well. Quickly go back and do that. Well, I'm trying to remember the word. Think of the word either. Yeah, it's, analog? I think it's analog. Yeah, it's analog. That's the word. Things were more analog. Or something. The only thing I drive under the influence on is my autism. Seriously, the amount of Homer Simpson screams I can do when vehicles surprise me is wild. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, things used to be more analog.
Back to lunch, because we're just getting started. According to the Blue Sage's notes, lurkers have infested the swamp across the bay. Apparently, they're planning to use a dirigible to lift an important precursor artifact from the muck. You're going to have to get over there to dislodge their tethers. Who knows what they might want with the artifact? But like orange stuff here's breath, it just can't be good.
Why am I back here? I need to go here. So there are at least 3 of us here with autism. Yeah, pretty much. A lot of people in the community seem to be on the spectrum to an extent. Which is nice, it's good. It's good that we autists can attract each other. Because we can just detect when someone is on the spectrum, we can feel it. We know our own kind.
You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
Dang, and I've been driving for, I think, 13 years. Come November, it's wild to think about. Yeah. I mean, if I technically started driving when I was 16, then that means I would have driven for almost 10 years, but still never learned how to drive. It's annoying, but yeah. That's why it's nice, like, places like, places in Europe and places in, like, Japan, like, they have cars, of course, but it's not the main form of getting around, like it is here. Like, you can walk places, you can go on the train, you can go on the bus, you know, there's other forms to get around. We just need better public transportation here.
Something serious. There appears to be quite a bit of lurker activity on Misty Island. I can see them bombarding the Precursor silo from my lookout tower. If the lurkers open it up and release the dark eco, we could all end up running around looking as ridiculous as this annoying little specimen. Jak, it's time for you to prove your worth. Get the fisherman to let you take his boat back to Misty Island. Get to the top of the Precursor silo and take out that cannon.
And what about me?
You? Why don't you mop my floors? They seem to have lost their shine lately.
That's right, Misty Island. Okay, then we have 2 places to explore next time. Yeah, I didn't get my learner's permit until 17 and half took a solid while to get my license, and where I was learning to drive was the difference between freedom and homework. Or homestuck. Yeah. It do be like that. Okay, I think this is a good place to leave off. Let me save real quick. Okay. Now, let's find a raid target, and then we'll call it a stream. Let's see. Hopefully I can figure out the freaking issue with my capture and everything and all that jazz. It's really annoying when certain things just don't work. Again, sorry I had a lot of rambling. I mean, hopefully it's still fine. Oh yeah, the Oblivion remake. That's some game I need to play. Yeah, the Oblivion remake. Yeah, not many options. Man. There's just not a proper way to look for people who are alive, unless, wait a minute. What? It's Alright, on the home menu there, on the home page, there is a live button. Nothing crazy. No. Yeah, nothing crazy here. There's not many options here, never mind. Okay, I'll just, we'll do, we'll raid this person, I guess. Where's their chat up? Why is it? There we go. Okay. Here's the raid target. We'll do hashtag pixel raid. And on that note, I will see you all on Wednesday with more of Jak and Daxter, and yeah. Have a good one. See you all next time. Bye-bye.